allotment day today. So I've brought my veg up. These are all my cuttings for my veg, and I put them on my compost heap. Just to let you know as well, you can plant those in the bottom of a pot. You know, a planter. So it's one of those bags that decomposes. All your vegetable trimmings, nothing cooked, just your raw vegetable trimmings and salad stuff. Pop it in a little compostable bag, or if you haven't got one, just put it in like a little bucket and put it all in the bottom of your tub, and then put your compost on top and then your plants on top of that, and that will feed your plants. There you go, recycling again. Anyway, first of all, I'd like to apologise for the film quality of the mushroom video, because Dime Bar here had adjusted the settings on my camera and made it darker. I have no idea how I did that, but do you know what? I have no idea how I do loads of stuff. Also, it's very windy today, so if I'm wobbling about, then I've put the furry cover on, as you can see, because it is really windy. So anyway, today I'm going to harvest garlic. So that bed there is going to be harvested today. I planted those last year, so they went in October, the end of October last year, and they've all gone yellow and they're all falling apart. And I don't really want to risk it any longer, because I don't want them rotting. I don't want to start rotting, because it's rainy and stuff as well. So I'm going to whip them all up today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get a decent harvest. I don't think they'll be massive because of the rain, but I don't know. It's a mystery, so we'll see. Also, I've brought me, I don't know whether you can see on that chair there. I've brought me pumpkins. So I've gone in this morning and I found 5 massive slugs hid right underneath, and I've lost another 5 pumpkins, and I don't know which variety they are because I haven't labelled them. There's only 2 with labels in. Blonde. Anyway, I'm going to find spaces for them. The only problem is I don't know which are climbers and which aren't, so I'm just going to have to shove them in and hope for the best, aren't I? And I've bought some mystery brassicas as well that I don't know what they are, so I'm going to put them in polytunnel. So it's not that bad for weeds, so I'll have a little weed now, and then we'll do a bit of harvesting. We'll do a bit of a reveal and see what happens. Oh, exciting! First of all, let's put that in my compost heap. Done. Yeah, they're not great. I can feel they're hard, and I can feel that they've got like little bulbs in them, little separate cloves. But yeah, not great. But I'll whip them up anyway. Right, not too great. There's some really small ones, and there's some that that are a decent size, but I've got no rot, which is a good thing. So I'm going to give them a wash, and then I'll show you what they look like. Give them a wash. So there's some really small ones. I can feel the cloves inside, so they're just tiny. I haven't got any big ones. I actually planted elephant garlic, and there's none that's really big, but there's a lot of rust, so I'm glad I've took them up. I've got no rot. They're all hard, so they're all usable. So I'll definitely use them. So I'll show you what I do now. I think next year I'm going to grow them in my garden because I don't think they do great here. My last lot weren't great neither. They were only small last year. But I'm organic, so that'll make a massive difference as well. Anyway, this is what I do. So when I've given them a wash, I just cut them off. A lot like leave them to dry and stuff, but I don't. You know why? Because they don't even get a chance to cure in my house. And then I snip them off about there. And that's it really. That's all there is to it. Let's get yeah, I'm somebody that uses garlic in everything that I cook. So yeah, that's it really. And that go on my compost heap. Yeah, I'm not eating that. It smells great though. Oh, missed. So I want to show you, this is rust. Can you see it? So it looks like rusty leaves. That's what it looks like. And it's called rust. And it's caused from too much water, too much rain. And it's not great. So as soon as that appears, really, your plant starts to deteriorate. And it's got escape on the end there. So cook that. Take that bit off. And I cook it. Yeah, that'll be alright. Yeah, so anyway, that's what, if near enough all got it. So when that appears, I've left it as long as I can. But I decided today to take them up, and I'm glad I have done, because they just started to start rot. They just start rotting. So anyway, they're up now. So decisions for next year for garlic, I don't know. These are called scapes. So these are where onions, alliums, but mainly onions and garlic, put these up. And these are full of seeds. The end bit here is seeds. So they go bigger, they go more bulbier. But you can eat these. You can eat all of this, but I'm not eating the stuff with rust. If it's clean, then you can eat it. But these, you can either chop them up and put them in a salad. They're like a really mild garlic taste. And they're absolutely lovely. So don't throw them away. Eat them. Right. So there we have it. So I've got some of them are decent bulbs, some of them are very tiny, but you know what, they won't last long in my house. They'll be gone in no time. So I'm not even going to cure them. By the way, curing is drying them out, making them last longer. They won't last 5 minutes. Next job. So I've just had a little fumble around there with my beans because I've got quite a lot on there now, but they're not ready. So when you squeeze them, can you see? There's a lot to give. So the beans are only little inside. So even though the pods are big, the beans are quite small. I can feel them inside and they're only little. So they're not ready yet. Won't be long though. Now I was going to put some beans in today, but I'm not going to because I've got enough to do with planting the squash and harvesting the garlic. And then I'm going to put some brassicas in this polytunnel here. Mystery brassicas. So, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed about my garlic, but I think next year I'm going to grow it at home. I'll find a space and I'll grow it at home because it just doesn't do well there. It might be because it's clay soil, it's not really well draining, and it's just so open to the elements. So it might be better being grown in a more controlled environment than even in my polytunnel, but I don't know. I don't think my polytunnel will last through the winter. Yeah, so I think home. Might even grow it in the garlic. I might even grow it in the greenhouse. Start it off in the greenhouse anyway, then take it outside. Then it's not getting as peppered because it overwinters garlic and it likes cold weather, and that's what makes it a better taste. It needs frost. It needs that cold weather. So if I start it off in planters and then put it in my in my greenhouse at home, that I don't use a greenhouse at winter. So that's an idea. So I could do that. I might try that. That could be an experiment for me. But I'm definitely not planting garlic here in October. That's not happening. Definitely not. The onions are doing well though. And last year I planted garlic in February, late February it was, and I didn't get rust, but they weren't very big. And my kettle's boiling, so it's cup of brew time. So I'm that busy looking at weeds, and what I need to do now is that I almost missed my pods. So I've actually got a few pods there. So they're my ambassador peas. Those, and these are my black peas. And I've got pods on there too. Yay! And look at the state of my smart plants. Over there, they've just virtually been eaten. Look really bad. There is a tomato on one though. Bless it, it's trying. Chickpeas are looking good. They've really come on really well over the last few days. That's good. And my courgettes are all producing now as well. So this is the 8-ball variety, and got a few of those. I think I'm going to have loads of courgettes, don't you? Good job I use them in a lot of stuff. And if you look over there, that yellow one in the corner, that's a butternut squash. And it's got green leaves in the middle, but all its outer leaves are yellow. I have been feeding it as well. Hopefully it'll pick up. That's the thing when you've got an allotment, you can't, unless you're here all the time, you can't keep an eye on everything. Whereas at home, in your pots, I just go and sit and look at them for half an hour every now and again, do you? Or maybe that's just me. Right, let's get these squashing. Time for them to go in, see if they can survive better here than they can in my greenhouse. Now that giant pumpkin there, it's got a little bit of something growing out where it's been chewed off. So I'm just going to plant it anyway. Right, so I've planted them at the back there. I think those are baby boos at the back. So there, I'll put some sort of trellis at the back and they can grow and sprawl along this fence, I think. That's my plan. I've got some trellis at home, so I'll bring it down. And then keeping my fingers crossed that that little growth thing might take off. I've put some bark around it. That's a giant pumpkin. And my hope for that is that it's going to sprawl over this way because I don't walk down here. Let's keep fingers crossed. Sorry I'm sniffing, my nose is running today, but I've got hay fever as well. Gardener with hay fever. What next? Right, that's the best I can do with you, mate. You're on your own, kid. Let's see how you go. And these are in as well, so we'll see how they go. Fingers crossed, eh? We can only try. Well, I think that's me done for today. I've planted those brassicas in the polytunnel I'm going to give them a water in now. And then I think that's me done for today. So, you have a great Sunday. Have a nice family day. And I'll be seeing you in the week. Thanks for watching again. Bye for now. Bye.